How's it going there, everybody? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing you guys a brand new Masamune no Kun's Revenge episode discussion. And for today's anime, guys, we're going to be talking about is episode 3. Yes, folks, this episode was very quick, very witty. And the reason I say it's witty because of the fact that, us viewers are going to be entertained for this episode because of the fact that it was actually weird seeing Aki in a state how she was in this episode. Honestly, that's the way I kind of saw this episode, that I felt like Aki was the one that was awkward in this episode, and Masamune was the one that was actually taking control of the situation itself throughout the whole entire episode. It felt this episode really was Masamune's actual time to shine in this episode. That I actually enjoyed seeing Masamune finally win for once, that everything was going in his favor, because of the fact, we finally see Masamune's struggle to finally get what he wants, to finally come into shedding into some forwarding light. And that's the thing that I love about Masamune, is that it's that strong, actual persistence, even though it's psychotic at the end of the day, but at least he's persistent on his goals, and that's what matters at the end of the day for this specific anime. Honestly, I just can't believe like what he does is just hilarious. Honestly, it really is. But continuing on, folks, in this episode, we actually see Masamune actually wager a bet against Aki to see if whoever has the highest, you could say, score on the test that they're going to take on their midterms, the loser has to do whatever the person wants. And of course, Masamune, his wager was if he has a higher score, of course he wants a date with Aki. And Aki, for her wager, I believe it was, which was really hilarious, it was involving food, don't get me wrong, because of course, we all know she's really a pig in disguise. She told actually Masamune to pay for her lunches until she says she had enough. And I'm thinking, that's kind of cruel, honestly. I'd rather go on the date. If I was gonna lose, I'd be like, do something else instead of spending my money. Honestly, just I don't care whatever you do, just not my money. I need my money. I need to live. Honestly. But nonetheless, though, it's still hilarious to see how the episode went along. That's because at the end of the day, guys, when you watch this episode, you're looking at Masamune, and when they actually go on the date, which by the way, yeah, Masamune actually won the bet, but that was due to natural causes, because I believe Aki was actually sick on the day of the midterm, so she couldn't come to school that day, so it actually went in favor towards Masamune, which I thought that was pretty entertaining. But moving on, we're going on to the date itself, and on the date, folks, I really thought that the date itself was not necessarily awkward, it was just different. And by different, I mean that it was something that wasn't in my perspective that I would think that Aki would have been active, because like how I stated before, is that she was awkward. And by that I mean is that because she lives from a very rich family and doesn't really abide by the social standards, I'm assuming because of that reason, because she was dressed in a manner that it felt overdressed, like she was actually cosplaying in order for the other person, so he wouldn't be as awkward. So it's kind of like throwing the elephant in the room, so the conversation could just start off quickly. Which I'm thinking to myself, is she the one that's doing this because she feels that he's gonna be awkward? Which I'm thinking, like, it's funny because he really wasn't the one that was really awkward. It was just her. Which I'm then thinking that maybe she was just embarrassed and she's actually then started to show emotions towards actually Masamune. And that's what I'm kind of entertained to see, that she's actually is starting to show emotion, because at the end of the day, it's been showcased that she actually does like Masamune. It's not, she's showing this tough, hard shell on the outside, but that's because, she doesn't want to seem weak and brittle. Which Masamune, of course, he knows that he's actually winning. He knows that for sure deep down, and that's what thing I like about it, is that Masamune is winning. But of course, fate have it, of course, anime logic as well, that in the episode, of course, he actually sees her naked by accident. By naked, I mean just, seeing her in a two-piece, and of course, she knocks him out by accident. And then, of course, they have this little romantic, you could say like a little sit-down at a bench, you could say, even though it's brief. But it just goes on to say that, in those brief moments, you could tell that Aki herself, she really is starting to fall for him. And she even changed her cosplay costume during the episode, because she noticed that Masamune was being polite towards her throughout the whole entire time. To say that, I didn't want to say anything, but it's just that it really is embarrassing seeing you in that, and I just didn't want to say it because I didn't want to. You could tell he didn't really want to hurt feelings. That's the thing that I like about that. See, Masamune is taking the high road, and he's doing everything he can so he won't hurt her feelings, and that's the thing that's pretty cool about it, he's a gentleman. Gentleman and a scholar, guys. That's what Masamune is. That's the perfect choice of words for this episode for Masamune. He's a gentleman and a scholar. Bam! Right there. But let me know down in the comments below, guys, as to what were you guys' favorite moments in this episode. Oh! And my favorite moment, guys, I BS you not, was when Aki was actually trying to see how smart Masamune is because she wanted to see if he really had the smarts, which, by the way, Masamune does have the smarts, but was the fact which the way she went about it was too funny. She straight up told him, so who's the president? She started saying lines from poems from famous Japanese authors, but there was this one line that she said, oh, what do you say in English when a person's out of the woman's Audi? And then I believe Masamune replied with son of a bitch, and I'm just like, wait a minute. What? It's gonna catch every viewer by surprise, and it's gonna make everybody laugh because that specific scene was just to die for. Like, honestly, to me, it came out of nowhere. Like, honestly, like I feel like the episode needed that because of the fact that we all know that Aki she's losing, like she's literally losing. But like I said, guys, let me know down in the comments below as to what would you see your favorite moments down in the episode below. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. You can say anime discussions, rants, and videos. And as always, guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. But this is Mr. Zen, signing out.